You want healthy, glowing skin, but with all the products, trends, and conflicting advice, it's hard to know what actually works. I understand. I am Dr. Tina Meder, a former cardiologist and specialist in the skincare development and cosmetic safety expert. I've spent years studying the science of skin. Welcome to Meder Beauty podcast, where we uncover what really matters, break down the science, and give you real expert-backed skincare advice. Whether you're looking to achieve radiant, healthy skin, curious about anti-aging, or want to understand what's really in your product, you are in the right place. Rooted in science and the truth about what your skin actually needs, we'll have in-depth conversations with leading dermatologists, medical experts, and skincare brand founders to bring you the latest innovations, evidence-based insights, and industry secrets that truly make a difference. We are so happy you are here. So let's go. Let's discuss about collagen today. Who didn't hear about collagen boosters, collagen supplements, collagen skincare? It's all around us. But what I find very interesting, that's not every skin practitioners, and I suppose not everyone in the public, understands what the collagen is. And I think it is very important to understand more about the collagen, to understand if it can benefit you and if it's worth to spend the money for collagen supplements or the skincare based on the collagen. So let's start. What is the collagen? Collagen, it is a protein based from amino acid, and actually it is the most abundant protein in our skin. And it is very important for our body in total, because collagen is not only building our skin elasticity, it's a key player in our hairs, in our nails, but also all around in the conjunctive tissues, joints, and even the bones. Yeah, bones are made from the collagen, just it will be the different type. When I went through handbooks for skin practitioners, I found that they are speaking mostly about 5 types of the collagen, but actually we have 29 of them. The collagen in our bones and joints, it's very different from the collagen of our skin. So not all 29 types are used in the skin or used in the bones. They're different. But in the skin, we have more than 5 types of collagen. 2 of them, they are essential for our skin, and they're very important. We call them useful collagens. They are collagen of the first type and the third type. First type of the collagen is the most popular. In the young skin, it can be 90% of this useful first type collagen. In the aged skin, we have slightly less of them, 80%, sometimes even less. But another part of our skin collagen formed mostly by the collagen type 3. What is the difference between them? Collagen of the first type creates the structure of our skin and is responsible for the elasticity of our skin. So there are all these fibrils forming the skin structure. And collagen third type, it's very similar to the first type, but chemically, structure is slightly different. And this collagen forms the specific structures for our capillaries in the skin. And why it is so important? Because they both can be damaged externally by ultraviolet or another external factors, but collagen of the third type suffers first. And that's why we see spider webs in our skin. That's why you see skin reddening and sometimes a chronic redness of the skin when it is damaged by the ultraviolet, because collagen third type is damaged, defragmented, and we have a deficiency in it. Also, we have 2 other types of collagen, very important for our skin structure. We call them type 4 and type 7. Type 4, it is a collagen which creates this what we call basal membrane in our skin. It is a membrane for cells of the superficial skin layer called epidermis, and it's create kind of the bed for these cells. when they can grow, when they can differentiate and go upper in the upper layers of the skin, finally forming the skin barrier. All layers below these basal membranes, we call dermis, deep skin layer. But between this deep skin layer, which called dermis, and superficial skin layer, called epidermis, it is a space which we call dermal-epidermal junction. This space forms the integrity of the skin, so they can be sticked all together because we have a lot of transport of nutrients through the skin. Cells contact the basic membranes, for example, pigment cells, melanocytes. They stay in the deeper layers of the skin, but they should be able to put the structures, which we call dendrites, it's octopus's hands, to the superficial layers of the skin, sending melanin pigment to protect the skin. And this dermal-epidermal junction between epidermis and dermis is very important, and it is formed by the collagen of the 7 type. It's another fragile type of the collagen which started to be damaged early, and when it is damaged, it's damaged the integrity of the skin, and skin became more fragile, thinner, and tired and fatigued. When we see this dull skin color, when we see this slow regeneration of the skin, it's all about the damage of the collagen 7 types. So yes, we have much less of 4th and 7th type collagen in the skin, but they are still very important for the skin. And there are other types, 13, 14, 15, 19 types of collagen. They are all helping to create the structures, sometimes simply covering big fibers of the collagen 1st type and protecting it from the external damage. Actually, these collagen fibers are created so smart that it's a very clever structure in our skin. They have about 3 micrometers in the diameter, which on the cell size is huge macrostructures. And they have very specific coiled structures based on the smaller fibrils. Each of them creates a bundle like triple helix. And there's a lot of these small helix creating the big fibrils in the skin. So each of them is created by hundreds and hundreds of microfibrils of collagen, and all together they are forming these strong elastic fibers which have the perfect stereodynamic. And actually, it's probably the most efficient structure to keep the elasticity and strengthness all together. And it's very difficult to mimic it. And in the industry now, engineers, they are using this collagen idea a lot, creating optic fibers and other structures, but collagen still stays one of the very clever form, which is very difficult to repeat and remake artificially. So it's a structure which is incredibly robust and can persist in our tissues, our skin included, for many years. And collagen is a very long-lasting material. But the life of the collagen is changing a lot during the lifetime. And what I find very interesting is that collagen starts to be produced by the cells of our body very early. At the 5th week of embryo development, when we can't even see the difference between the skin and the nervous system, our body starts to produce collagen already, mostly the 1st type. At 15 weeks of the embryo development, we see the difference not only between the skin and the nervous system, but we start to see the structure of the skin. We see the difference between the deeper layers of the skin, dermis, and between the superficial layers. And at the day of the birth of the baby, everything is ready to use. So we have a lot of collagen in the skin, and 90% of this collagen will be this fresh, new, beautiful, big and strong collagen of the 1st type. But when the baby grows, and often baby grows very quickly, the collagen turnover will be very fast as well. Everything is changing so quickly in the body of the newborns, and collagen is not an exclusion. Collagen is turning over in a day's time when the baby continues to grow. This process will be slower a little bit, but even in the teenager age, collagen in our skin is still turning over in days, maybe in a few weeks. But one day, this process literally stops. Until your body is growing, your collagen is synthesizing all the time and degrading all the time. So you have the fresh collagen in the skin, in the joints, and everywhere. But when your body stops to grow, and in male body it happens around 25 years, in the female body it happens a little bit early, about 21st years of the life, collagen became very stable. And from this point, the half-life of the collagen will be about 15 years, and sometimes even more. Collagen in the bones will be with you until the end of your life, because scientifically proven that bones collagen can live up to 95 years, so literally the whole lifetime. And in the skin, your collagen will be stable for 30 years and even more. So literally, whole collagen which you synthesized until you're 25 years, you will use until 50 or 55 years. It is good and it is bad. It has both sides. Why it is good? Because, okay, we can accumulate this collagen. We can create this collagen bank in our skin. And let's imagine then we lived happy, healthy life in our young age. Our skin wasn't exposed to any externally damaging factors. You've been eating well, you've been sleeping well, you weren't until too much of the stress. So at 25 years old, your skin is perfect, beautiful, full of collagen. And until 50, 55 years, you can just use it and forget about all the problem. But this long lifetime of the collagen becomes a problem at some point because it accumulates toxins, it accumulates damage. And if it is something which damages collagen externally, you have this fragmented, damaged collagen in your skin for years because it is very difficult to take it off. Yes, we have some special enzymes in our skin which are cleaning our collagen all the time, but it cannot happen quick enough. At some point, about 30, 35 years old, for people with really good genetics and with a very healthy lifestyle, we start to lose collagen little by little, step by step. And this decrease will be about 1%, maybe 1.5% every year of your life. It is not enough, but in the upcoming 40 years, we will lose about 25% of the collagen of our skin. And you can imagine, it will make the difference. When you have 25% less of the structure in our skin, it will be like a little bit, pardon me for this comparison, like a sagging mattress. Because in our mattress and our matrix of our skin, this is the collagen which forms the main structure. So it would be great to have an opportunity to fight this process, to lose less of collagen, as much as we can do it to fight it. And there are a lot of things which we can do about it. But anyway, I don't think that we can decrease the loss of collagen for more than 1% in a year. It looks unavoidable right now. And it is good too, because we should clean our skin from this defragmented collagen. So probably we should make a peace with it. The whole idea is to not lose more of collagen and do not get this 75 years old skin when you are in your 50s. So we maintain the collagen bank in our skin. We try to manage, control, and prevent the collagen loss. But at the same time, we also want to produce more of collagen, if it is possible. And when our cells producing collagen are still young, we can boost the collagen production in our skin. What kind of cells produce collagen? Actually, there are only one types of cells working in our skin are able to produce this protein, but also they're very busy cells because they're producing not only collagen for our skin, they're producing another protein called elastin. And if you compare collagen and elastin, collagen is responsible mostly for the what we call supple, soft elasticity of the skin. But elastin, it's more steel-like. It is responsible for the whole strong skin structure. And also fibroblast cells, they're producing famous hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is a polysaccharide which is very much water-soluble and water-absorbing. So when you have enough of hyaluronic acid in your skin, you have all these matters filled with water, filled with the structure. So it makes deeper layers of our skin a little bit gel-like. So we have fibers which are growing in this gel, and because of this, we have this elastic, supple, soft, gentle structure of our skin, preventing formation of wrinkles and keeping the structure of our skin intact, defining our jawline, defining our face features. And until we have enough of collagen, enough of elastin and hyaluronic acid in our skin, everything is going well. Also, fibroblast cells producing collagen, they are very chatty cells. They are extroverts in the cells world. They communicate with all other types of the cells. They communicate with keratinocytes, cells living in the superficial skin layers. They communicate with pigment cells, and they communicate with fat cells. And with fat cells, they have this kind of funny love-hate relationships. So when fat cells become bigger, start to accumulate more fat, they send the signals to fibroblasts. Stop produce collagen, stop produce elastin. I need more space. Make it for me. So when you have more fat under your skin will be less elastic, less strong, and more prone for the formation of folds and deformation of the face features. Unfortunately, what we see in people who are overweighted or suffers from obesity, their face can be deformed at kind of early age. And it happens because of these relationships of fibroblasts and fat cells. But I have a good news for you. When you start to lose this fat volume, when you start to lose the weight, if it happens slowly, healthily, and naturally, your fibroblasts start produce more of collagen naturally, lifting up your skin and strengthening the skin booster. So the good news for everyone who is slightly overweight, if you start to lose the weight in the natural speed, not too fast, you will get the natural collagen booster in your skin. If it is not a good news, I don't know what the good news is. Also, fibroblast cells, they are very much dependent of their environment. So they are not living alone. As I told, they are extrovert cells. So like all extroverts in the human society, they depend on everything what happens around them. And they are depending on the structure which we call extracellular matrix. So all this gel-like structure formed by the hyaluronic acid and another water-holding molecules around them defines the fibroblast's activity. What is interesting is the turnover of the hyaluronic acid is very fast. Hyaluronic acid lives in our body just for 3 days. Fibroblasts synthesize the new hyaluronic acid all the time, and synthesize enzymes destroying this hyaluronic acid also all the time until our very old age. Why we need it? because we need this extracellular matrix around fibroblast cells constantly detoxified. And this is a tricky moment speaking about injections based on the hyaluronic acid, because no one will be happy with injections, kind of fillers, which will work for your skin only for 3 days, right? So for injectables, we are using cross-linked stabilized hyaluronic acid, which is able to live in the skin for months, for 3, 4, 6, 8 months sometimes. But like always, it has two sides. Good side, and it is very kind of silver lining, when you inject hyaluronic acid in your skin, it fills your wrinkles, and your wrinkles are filled for a few months in a row. But in the same time, you should understand that in this period of time, the cells in this area will be prone to intoxication. So it should not be too long. You still should be active. You still should have that healthy lifestyle. And you should not try artificially to keep filler effect in your skin for too long. 3 months, it's already a long time for your cells. If you keep it much longer, it can intoxicate your cell's environment and accelerate the skin aging, slowing down the collagen synthesis, so everything should be balanced. And another fun fact about fibroblasts, then fibroblasts should be stretched to keep active. And they are stretching very unusually because they have these magnetic forces, very small magnets, biochemical magnets, if I can say so, which are sticked to fibers of collagens around them, to collagen, to elastin, and even to water-holding structure in the skin. And when they're stretched, this balance between push and pull forces keeps them active. So in this state, they can produce enough of collagen, they can produce enough of all of our essential proteins and hyaluronic acid. If for some reason these magnetic forces are weakened, fibroblast collapses. And in this collapsed state, it can only destroy the skin. So when the fibroblast is stretched, it is the cell's builder, which produces more of structural elements in our skin. When the fibroblast is collapsed, it becomes a cell destroyer, which destroys everything around them because it synthesizes a lot of destroying enzymes, which are destroying collagen and elastin and the hyaluronic acid. And unfortunately, it's what it happens when our skin is damaged by some external factors, or when our skin became mature and start to age under the influence of the hormonal changes and just age-related changes in our body, because the aging in our body is global. It's not only about the skin. It's about all organs and tissues. But the human skin starts to lose collagen significantly only at 40, 45 years, once again, if you are not exposed to the external damage. And collagen decline accelerates during the last year before the menopause. When you start to see changes in your period, it is the time when you should think about collagen boosters and about everything you should do to maintain the collagen in your skin less damaged, intact, and well preserved. What are external damage for our collagen? First and foremost, it is the ultraviolet. It is the most important factor of the damage of the collagen. How collagen is damaged? You remember you have this strong coiled triple helix structure of collagen, all forming the bundles all together. At some point, the links keeping this bundle strong and big start to be destroyed by everything, by hormones, by the ultraviolet, by free radicals, or by age-related synthesis of substances able to destroy collagen or simply enzymes produced by the fibroblasts. And collagen transformed to the gelatin. Yes, the same gelatin which we use to cook different kind of jelly. And fun fact, it's very useful for your body to eat more jelly created with the help of natural gelatin, because gelatin contains everything you need to build a new collagen as well. So think about it. And if you love jelly, it is a good news for you. And after this process called hydrolysis continue until the moment when collagen is destroyed until small peptides and amino acids. And like we love to do it in our environment, our body use them, recycle, reuse, try to build the new collagen if it is possible. But to build the new collagen, we need our collagen building cells, fibroblasts, to stay active. There are many of collagen declining factors. It's not everything can damage collagen, fortunately, but we are exposed to ultraviolet right in the first place. And the ultraviolet is our first enemy, at least for our collagen, at least for our skin structure. How it happens? Actually, the ultraviolet stimulates the synthesis of collagen-destroying enzymes in our fibroblast cells and efficiently suppresses the collagen production. If you're exposed to the ultraviolet until the point when your skin becomes pinky, it is not even the sunburn. It is very moderate ultraviolet exposure. So you can think it is safe for your body, but it is not. Because half of hour or 1 hour exposure to this level of the ultraviolet radiation can increase the level of collagen-eating enzymes in your skin up to 100 times. And it can suppress the collagen synthesis up to 80% for upcoming 3 or 5 days in the young body, and even longer if you are older than 40. So you should be very careful about it. Chronic ultraviolet exposure, if for some reason your face or your hands or your body is exposed to the ultraviolet on the daily basis, unprotected, for more than 30-40 minutes, can lead to the net collagen loss. So you can lose much more than 1% of the collagen during the year. If you're exposed to the ultraviolet on the daily basis, you can lose 5% of the collagen or 7% of the collagen. Wrinkles develop much faster. Skin elasticity loss is much more significant. And unfortunately, your skin can come to the place which it can be at 75 years if you live another life at the early age, like at 40 or 45, and you can be all wrinkled, and even the skin can develop the condition which called solar elastosis or sun elastosis, which is irreversible and lead to the formation to the big, strong, long folds in the skin. The same mechanism of collagen damage has smoking. So if you smoke more than 5 cigarettes a day, it would be equal to the chronic ultraviolet exposure for your skin on the daily basis. And also it can be different kind of oxidative damage created by the air pollution. So if you live in the big cities, and if you know that the air in your city is polluted by the industry, by cars circulating in the city, so you should be very careful about it, and you should understand that ultraviolet will increase the effect of the air pollution, and air pollution, vice versa, will increase the effect of the ultraviolet damage. So you should protect your skin much more intensely. It is still possible, but you should think about it every day. It is not all damaging factors for your collagen. It will be much easier if we have only ultraviolet, air pollution, and the smoking. We can quit smoking, and we can use a lot of sunscreens and the sun protection. But it is also the sugar. Sugar damages the collagen by the very specific way. It is not destroying the collagen, but it creates a chaotic structure in our beautiful collagen fibers and collagen bundles, because sugar can create the toxic glue, sticking the collagen fibers all together and changing the skin elasticity significantly. It is also one of the unavoidable age-related process, because every year of our life, we have a little bit more of glycation leading to the change of the collagen structure in our body, not only in our skin, but also in our joints, in our bones as well. But if your endocrine system is working well, if you are healthy, and if the glucose level in your blood is stable, doesn't have any high peaks, you are more or less safe. So the most important thing is to manage the sugar level in your blood, to be sure that you have healthy glucose level circulating in your body. How you can do it? The first and the simplest way is to avoid sugar, to avoid eating sweet, especially too much of sweet. I know that's unrealistic to say don't eat sweet at all. Everyone loves it. But you should be very careful about it. And if you eat something sweet, first of all, it's better to do in the first half of the day. And also, you should always eat something else with a sweet thing. So if you eat some candy or chocolate, eat a couple of nuts with the chocolate, because fatty acid, lipids, proteins, they help to slow down the sugar release in your blood. When your skin is healthy, our collagen structure is very well organized, but if it is glycated, your collagen structure becomes chaotic and you lose the elasticity of the skin, but in the same time you gain in puffiness, because this chaotic structure of the collagen, it is a water holding, and it keeps some bigger amount of the hyaluronic acid around it. So the face can be puffy and tired in the same time. Another factor of the collagen damage can be the stress, but not all kinds of the stress, because stress is healthy. To be exposed to the stress is absolutely normal. Like founder of the stress theory, Hans Selye, said once, then stress is the spice of our life. Just your life should not be too spicy. And you should find a way to manage the stress, to control stress better. There are a lot of mindfulness practice, and also one of the best way, it is a physical activity. Physical activity can help you to manage the cortisol level. Cortisol, it is a stress hormone. So when cortisol is on moderate level, it boosts your collagen synthesis in your body, and it is good. But when it is too high, it starts to destroy the collagen of your body. So it's another material for your thoughts about collagen. And finally, age-related changes, it's changes which, let me say, zombify your lovely fibroblasts and transform them to the, what we call officially, zombie cells. Why we call them zombie? Because of this transformation from the nice, young, active building cells, which is able to produce a lot of essential substances for our skin and our body, to this zombie structure, which wouldn't like to build anything, which says us, I am not in the builder mood anymore. I am destroyer. I am the cells which will eat all the structure around me, which will eat and destroy collagen I produced previously, which will eat and destroy elastin, which will eat and destroy the hyaluronic acid. And they are contagious. When you have first zombie cells in the environment, they start to spread this infection of zombification around them. And exactly like in the horror movie, create more of zombie cells, destroying more of collagen. This process called senescence, and it is very typical for the human body to create these senescent cells in the skin and other organ, but our body has a natural way to control it, which called apoptosis, or controlled cells death. And so in the skincare, we are using new ingredients, we are using new technology to help our body to control it better and to destroy the zombie cells as much as we can. Why it is important? Because very often when I hear about different technique of collagen boosting, I have an impression that people think that it is enough to stimulate your fibroblasts at any age. Let's do laser. Let's do radiofrequency. It stimulates fibroblasts, and fibroblasts will produce us more collagen. It will not, because if your fibroblasts are zombified, and if you activate them, they will produce more of destroying enzymes. Sometimes it's better do not activate cells if they are not in the good mood. Don't wake up zombie. First, you should clean the skin. First, you should detoxify the extracellular matrix to restore skin cells' activity, to transform them back if it is possible, and to be sure that your cells are in the good mood to produce collagen. And only after that, you boost collagen synthesis. Because if you boost it earlier, it can just worsen your skin condition. And unfortunately, that's what we see sometimes after the laser therapy or radiofrequency therapy. It can be better for the first couple of weeks because the face is a little bit puffy. And after that, hello, the skin elasticity is lost even more than before the procedure, only because the skin and body weren't prepared properly. And another thing which we found recently, it is the microbiome and the role of microbiome in the collagen production. Actually, healthy skin microbiome and healthy gut microbiome can slow down the process of the fibroblast zombification and can reduce the natural loss of collagen until this 1% minimum. And also some microorganisms in our skin can boost the collagen production directly, in the same time de-zombifying cells. And the first microorganisms to celebrate here, it is a Staphylococcus epidermidis. It is impossible to be too rich. It is impossible to get too much of Staph epidermidis in your skin. It is a good microorganisms. So in the new modern skincare, we are trying to promote the growth of Staph epidermidis as much as we can, because it's what helps us to protect the skin. But as we discovered, it helps us to restore the skin elasticity. It's one of the ways to boost collagen synthesis very naturally and very safely. And there are other microorganisms, amongst them lactobacillus, lactobacterium, and even some streptococci, which can help us to boost collagen production. And what we do with prebiotics and probiotics in the skincare. So, the most important thing, how you can maintain your skin collagen healthy and intact for upcoming 30 years when you are at 25. My first advice, start to care about your skin. Create the skincare routine using microbiome respecting skincare solution based on prebiotics and probiotics, and start to care about moisturization of your skin. When you are in your mid-20s, you need a good moisturizer. Because when the extracellular matrix around your cells is well moisturized, it get enough of water and renew regularly, it's what keep your skin cells happy and what boosts the collagen production and stabilize your collagen for upcoming 30 years. Another thing, sunscreen and sun protection in total, and also the daily antioxidant protection for your skin and for your body. You start to think about it in your mid-20s, in your early 30s. If you do it at this age, you will be safe and your skin will be strong enough until you're 50, 55 years. If you are a little bit older, it's still a good time to start to use good moisturizers, microbiome respecting products, and antioxidants in your skincare, and obviously to eat healthier and to live healthier, to be more active. Also remember that the very good thing what you can do for your body, it is a healthy diet, which protects you from the glycation and from the obesity as well, because you remember the story, love and hate between fat cells and collagen cells. And obviously the support of the energy level, because if you need to produce collagen, you need to get enough of energy in your skin cells. You need to have active mitochondria. So what can we use as a collagen boosters in the skincare and in the aesthetic procedures? We have indirect and direct collagen boosters. Amongst indirect collagen boosters, we have antioxidants. It's a lot of plant extract. Antioxidants are easily recognizable because literally all pigments and colors in plants have the antioxidant properties. So green tea, blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, cranberry, all kinds of berries, citruses, and aloe barbadensis, aloe vera, even cane sugar, maple syrup, a lot of flowers, they can help you to maintain the antioxidant balance in your skin. Another indirect way to boost your collagen synthesis is to have a good broom, to keep your extracellular matrix clean and detoxified. And you need a good microcirculation here. So first of all, we activate the microcirculation. Hello, vitamin B3, niacinamide. But also we eliminate excess of the water with capillary strengthening ingredients and with stimulating, eliminating ingredients like caffeine, coffee extract, horse chestnut extract, and escin, green tea again, Centella asiatica, and other ingredients helping us to keep our capillary strength and healthy. Another indirect collagen boosters, they are energy activators. Once again, niacinamide, one of the most efficient activator of the energy level in our skin, but also probiotics in prebiotics and some new peptides that will help to keep your energy on the high level all the time. Anti-senescent ingredients, it's a subject for another conversations because it's so innovative, there are a lot of them. And we are using quercetin, we are using piperlongumine now. Once again, niacinamide is found to be anti-senescent. Resveratrol is one of the best ingredients used to protect our skin cells from this zombification. But there are many of them, and probably I will do another episode about senescence and zombie cells. And direct activators, they are all ingredients which are able to stimulate fibroblasts directly. Here there are some probiotics. Here there are prebiotics promoting the growth of collagen-boosting bacteria in the skin. Resveratrol, especially biofermented by winemaking bacteria. Also growth factors, especially epidermal growth factors. Plant stem cells, many of them, especially apple stem cells, they help to boost the collagen synthesis significantly. And the whole family of remodeling peptides. For example, matrixyl or Regin, there are a lot of them, who boost collagen synthesis, and selectively they boost the synthesis of the collagen of the first type. And finally, we have energy-assisted treatment. One of the best professional treatments, or even you can get some devices for the home use to boost collagen synthesis in your skin, it is a microcurrent therapy because it is indirect and direct in the same time. Indirectly, the microcurrent therapy stimulates the synthesis of energy and activates the energy structures, mitochondria in your cells. Also, it helps to eliminate excess of the water and toxins from the extracellular matrix, but it has the collagen boosting ability because it activates the fibroblasts in the same time. Another collagen booster, which is direct, it is light therapy, LED. Red light, scientifically proven, be able to boost the collagen synthesis in the healthy skin cells. Radiofrequency and laser therapy can be useful, but they are indirect collagen boosters acting via trauma and acting via heat and the microscopic burn in the skin. So you should be absolutely sure that your skin cells are ready for this kind of stimulation. So paradoxically, the best patients for the laser and radiofrequency therapy, it is the young patients with a good skin. When your skin is already damaged by the age or damaged by the ultraviolet, air pollution or stress or any other factors, you should always be prepared for this kind of the intervention. So my advice is to start with skincare, after adjust it with microcurrent and light therapy, and only in 3 or maybe even in 6 months' times, go for the laser therapy or radiofrequency therapy if you feel you need it. So as you can see, everything is complicated. Nothing is easy in our body, but everything is made so cleverly. Can you imagine? Your collagen synthesis is very high in the childhood and your collagen is turning over and you can really bank your collagen for your adult life. But when you are 55, 60, your body is smart enough to start turn over collagen once again faster, because your body knows then your collagen should be fresh to keep your skin cells active. So it is all about the balance. And remember, if you feel good, if you're healthy, your skin cells will be happy with a little help of our microbiome. So think about it and live happily, producing more of collagen. Thank you for joining us today on the Matter Beauty podcast. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an expert skincare tip. Have a question or topic you'd like for me to cover? Send me a message at podcast@matterbeauty.com and let's keep the conversation going. Also, you can visit matterbeauty.com and discover Matter Skincare, which I created. And if you enjoyed the show, I'd love if you left a review. It helps others find the podcast and keeps us growing. Until next time, stay healthy, stay glowing, and take care of your skin.